Let's hope it all works. Let's hope everything works out correctly. Try to multi-stream this and see what happens, bro. See, Twitch requires a click here to grant permissions. Oh, dang. Okay. Authorize. Bam. You're all set. Okay. I'm already in. Golly, bro. It's been a minute, y'all, huh? Ain't it? Ain't it? Ain't it, though? Ain't it, sirs? It's been a minute. I understand. You know, I've been doing my thing, as always, but I had to come and tap in, cause I had to get stuff straight because I'm trying to get the streams back going, but I want to multi-stream instead of just going to one platform, which is YouTube, which I love. I can't help it, but I basically I'm trying to multi-stream now to like all the platforms again and get that started back going, and hopefully everything be working correctly. You feel me? Which it seemed like it's going pretty cool so far. You feel me? What's up with it, Tim? Yeah, I'm back, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been, I've been chilling with the family. Okay, I've been doing family stuff, chilling with the family, chilling with my girl, my kids, and everything, and doing all that. But at the same time as I was doing this, I've been trying to get it set up so I can be able to stream to multiple platforms at one time instead of just streaming to YouTube. And I be taking my time on doing stuff. I don't be trying to rush it. You feel me? I don't be trying to rush nothing. So I took my time. It's done, and now we just gonna stream to multiple platforms, and run the podcast and see what happens and see what happens, and see what happens because it's been crazy, bro. It's been crazy, but it's been good though. I said, man, I've been so happy, bro. It's crazy because you'll reach a point in your life, after diving so much and doing so much that you'll see that your happiness it starts within. It don't start on the outside of you. And then once you figure it out, like that was like I had dove in. I took 10 grams, bro. I took 10 grams and I dove in last weekend. I dove in Friday night and then I dove again on Saturday. And it was like trippy. What's up with it, UL? I dove in again on Saturday, which was the trippiest thing because I think I dove in again because when I took the 10, like usually I'll have a drink with it, and on this experience, the drink just was nasty. It was just nasty. So I had to basically sit with my own thoughts. And the weirdest thing happened. I was telling Rob, I was in that place again where it seems like it's made out of like corn on the cob or something. That's the only way I can explain it. That's what it seems like. It's like a place with all these little knobs that look like a rattlesnake tail or something like that. And I couldn't really remember everything that happened in the place, but I seen my life and everything that I did in life, and the mistakes I made and the things I overcame, and like I seen everything, and like even what I built around me, and I came to this point to where like I was in acceptance to where I figured I wasn't looking for anything anymore. There wasn't nothing to search for because it never was really nothing to find, and when I came to the understanding and I understood it clearly and I seen myself and I seen what I made around myself, man, it was like my life, like I was fulfilled. And then this is an hour into the trip, bro. This is an hour into the trip, and then it just turned off. Visuals and everything, it just turned off. And I'm like going 10 grams. I'm like going hot. Like I'm thinking to myself, okay, I had this happen before to where I took a nice dose, and then when I got the realization or the understanding what it was trying to tell me, it just shut down. But when it shut down, it let you just sit in that space of understanding. And it was like, man, I felt so good. I felt good, but I think I wanted the visuals to keep happening, and I wanted to still, I wanted to trip the rest of the night. I wanted to be up all night just geeking, but it didn't happen. It shut off. It, like, when I say shut off, bro, it was like the craziest thing. It shut all the way down. And it just let me sit in that understanding. And as I sat in that understanding, I'm just going, dang. I said, man, this feels so good. I said, we search for all these things in life, which is really, at times, it seems like we're searching for something to fulfill ourselves or to make us happy. Or, like, if I get this, then I'm going to be better. Or if I get that, it's going to make things, more easier. And we search for all these different things when we don't realize that we already have that thing. That thing always existed in us. Everything out there is just for us to experience. It's not for us to make ourselves. Like, it's like kind of trippy, bro. And like how I was even seeing it, like, because it's like religion and all these different beliefs and the different people that we follow. And it's like, you'll do all these things, follow all these people, read all these things, and you'll forget about yourself and who yourself is. You'll forget about who you are and what you want to do, because you'll be busy trying to be all these other things that you really don't need to be, but you decided that if you were these things, it would make your life better, it will fulfill your life. Now, don't get me wrong, if you got a lot of things going in your life and it needs to change, I can understand that. Change it. It's so easy for you to change it. But when we start to follow all these different narratives of the story, we begin to become these other things. When that's what we already did. We already took all these other things to build what we are right now. And a lot of people can't accept who they are. And that's the cold thing about it, is when I got to that point of accepting who I was, what I was doing, man, I felt good. But which is not saying that, I needed the shrooms to do that. But in the sense, I must did, because that's the place I went. And this is what was crazy about it, is I can see all the other drugs that people use, and alcohol, and crack and meth and all these other drugs that people use in order to escape this reality, or to escape what this thing is or what's happening. It's like a lot of times we use these things to escape what is, because it's hard to accept what is. So that's when we begin to create all these other places of existence. But it don't matter. We can create 1,000 other places. And I'm not saying that they don't exist, but every time you're still here. You're right here, right now. I said that, but that's the beautiful thing about it, is that we have the mind to make up these places, to create these places. Like, it was kind of trippy, because like I even went into the aspect of the gods, and actually seeing how each one of these energies of the gods exists within us all. Like each aspect plays a part within us. I can't just explain what parts that each one plays, but each one plays an aspect within us. That's how come we're able to even tap into them. And like, it's weird, because at times you start to see that people use these at the craziest times in life. You feel me? They use them to, they use it to mislead other people, or to have people follow them. And like, I never wanted to be like, I'm like, don't follow me. Like, follow me on here on the platform, listen to what I say. But it's like, dang, go look up, go fact check, go check things out. Cause a lot of times, man, I have these experiences, and I be saying stuff that I don't understand. I understand when I'm there, but when I get back and I actually go back and I watch the video and then I go do research on what I seen, bro, I see it. Like I see it within old stories, old text. I see it and I'm going, dang man, I thought I was crazy. I like literally thought I was losing my mind. And I said, dang, I said, maybe that's it. You have to like literally lose your mind while still holding it together in reality. Because when I say lose your mind, you have to lose and let go of all these things that you didn't branded yourself with over time, because you start to see like you carrying all the weight of all these things. I always said that, bro. It's like you got the world on your shoulders. You feel me? And you carrying it and you trying to figure it out. And then, that thing that you're, what's up with it, Big Chill? That thing that you trying to figure out is something that you creating. This was the crazy thing that I seen that just threw me off, bro. It just came out of nowhere. It popped out of nowhere. I seen a dog chasing his tail. Like, in my experience, like before it shut down, I seen a dog chasing its tail. And I'm looking at the dog chase his tail, stop, do some other stuff, and then start chasing its tail again, and then stop, and then do some other stuff, and then start, every time it see his tail, it'll start chasing it. And like I'm like going, what the hell is you doing that for? Like why? And then, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe he thought it was a squirrel. Maybe he thought it was a rat. Maybe he thought it was an animal. Maybe he thought it was some food. Maybe he just didn't know what it was. He didn't, but he did. Because every time he bite it, it's going to hurt. So like I'm going, dang, I'm trying to understand it. And I'm going, okay, dang. So all the things that I was chasing were just different aspects of myself that I actually wanted to experience. They were different versions of life, reality, dimensions that I just wanted to experience, because like, as we walking in this form, we don't see them all the time. We only really just see this, and then we create this, and then we don't like it at the same time. I said that I think that kind of, it just kind of threw me off. It's like we created how when I say created, I don't want everybody to take it in the wrong way. Like we make it out to be what we decided to be. We make it out to be that as we're looking at it. You're able to get in, the Lego blocks is already here. You get able to put in and build the Legos how you want it. And a lot of people are going to come along and say, hey, that ain't right. You doing it wrong. You're supposed to do it like this. That's another thing I couldn't understand. It's like how you build something and then everybody that's here that's building with the same Legos will come and tell you, hey, you doing it wrong. Do it like this. Like, it's like everything is somehow telling you not to be you, but to be this over here. And then once you start getting into that, you start seeing that each one of these ideas, they're not ideas, they're spirits. They're their own entities. Each one of these things, each one of these, whatever you want to call it, spirituality is its own entity. You feel Christianity, its own entity. The Muslim, that's their own entity. Each one of these things is their own entity. It's almost like, let me explain it like this. It'll be better explanation. Like the ants, right? The ants got one queen, right? And you have a gang of ants. But in this colony has one queen. This colony has one queen. This colony has one queen. And everybody follows that queen. So if you look at each organization, it's not an organization. They're following entities, these spiritual entities, these unseen entities that we cannot see, but we will follow, and we will actually die for. We will give our life for these entities, for these different beliefs that we have. We will sacrifice ourselves, our well-being, the ones around us. We will sacrifice ourselves for these things. It doesn't matter what it is. If you start to hey, time ain't running out, bro. Look, that's the cold thing about it, bro. Time ain't running out, bro. Each individual, Big Chill, I think, has their own time. You feel me? Each individual has their own time being here on this planet. And then that time flips to the next individual, to the next, to the next. We always been saying this we've been saying that since the beginning of the time. It's the end of the world. You feel me? And then everybody start doing all kind of stuff because that's a whole nother entity in itself. That's creating a belief that everybody starts to follow. And then that entity, which we don't see, that is living within all these people, has its own nature. It has its own dimension, its own thing existing within everybody. And like, let's say Target, right? Target, right? Bam, Target. Target is an entity in itself. And what does Target do? Target has people working for it. And bro, hey, I hate to be explaining this like this because it make you laugh when you think about it, because it's no different. Like, it's no different than religion or anything else that's going on. Okay? Like, if we go to the Bible, Jesus said, I will make you fishers of men. Target said the same thing. I will make you fishers of men and women, of people. You feel me? You come and work for us, and then we're going to teach you how to bring people in here and treat them and sell them what we need you to sell them. So now they're a part of the Target entity. And the Target entity grows and become how big it is. This, like, everything works around this same thing, bro. It's like almost the same kind of weird programming going on once you start to really look at it. Let's say, noon. Let's see, moon is red, sun turn black. I don't know, brother, desserts getting snow, weird things growing. Oh yeah, dang, it's snowing already. No, it ain't what you talking about. It's snowing already. Every time I trip, I see that time is created by memory. It's trippy. Oh dang, I can understand that though, because like our memory, the way we save things, like we try to save different time points. Like that's the ain't that weird though, Tim? Is like with the time, how we use it in order to create save points. And those save points that we save, we turn them into good memories or bad memories. Being that, okay, the good memories we try to keep in one place, and the bad memories we try to keep in another place, in order so we can keep experiencing those same memories again. We can experience. It's almost like a drug, bro. You feel me? Doing the drug over and over again so you can keep that high. You feel me? That's the good memories right there. So what's up with it, Master Creator? Good looking out. But so you can keep that same high going over and over and over and over again. But I was going to open up the Discord, Big Chill. I got the Discord open, so if somebody trying to pop in, but like I don't know, bro. I just came to the realization that the thing that you built around you in life is the most precious thing. You don't really have to take in all these things. You can. I'm not saying it's a bad thing if you do, but don't be running from yourself and who you are, because it's like weird, when you like understand yourself and you begin to love yourself, and that love that you have within yourself, you walk out there, everybody see it. You feel me? Now you passing it on to everybody else. That courage, that strength, that all those different things, bro, you begin to share it with everybody else. They can feel it. I said, dang, that shit is crazy. I said, because, you be walking around, some of us be walking around mad all the time, always angry. But once you understand yourself and you starts to see that the love works with you, it starts with you, I'm telling you, it's a whole different ball game. You start to see everything going on. You start to see weird shit happening. Because, it's like, oh man, like, oh my God, there's been so much weird stuff going on. Like we just seen dude get the Kirk dude, I don't know his name, but killed at the college, got shot at the college. You feel me? Live on TV. Which is trippy to me, right? This is what trip me out is. I can go to Facebook and I can actually see the whole video, no blur or nothing, right? I can see it. It's there. But I can get my whole Facebook deleted for somebody throwing up a peace sign You feel me? And he got a certain name that they probably don't like. I don't know. I'm just saying. But every time somebody tell me something, each platform has its own way of being able to expose this thing. It's like almost like, I'm gonna tell you, the sacrifice. When you think of sacrifice, right? I just was talking about that, how we sacrifice ourselves to these certain entities all the time. The energies that basically exist within us. Everything, like, ain't nothing changed, bro. Remember the Mayans, they used to do it. They used to sacrifice thousands of people in front of everybody. You feel me? And we have a lot of different old cultures that used to do it. That entity still exists right today. That entity exists and is playing itself in a whole different way. What's up with it, 718? It's playing itself out in a whole different way. It just changed its form. Now, we still seeing it. We still seeing it. They even had the video. You see the video of dude, you feel me? They getting an argument over a washing machine. A broken washing machine, because homeboy said, hey, he told homegirl, hey, can you tell him in his language that washer was broke? I don't know if they was having conflict or something like that, but she told him. Dude got mad. They started arguing. They got in the fight. Dude ran up in his motel room or whatever it was, came down with the machete and started chopping at him. I'm like going, what the heck? Because my mom sent me the video and she said, hey, you need to go check out this video. She said, man, this dude, he didn't cut off a woman's head. And I'm like, what? She said, and I looked at the video and you just seen it was blurry. It wasn't blurred on the one she sent me, but it didn't show the whole story. It just showed a head roll. It just showed a head roll in the parking lot, and the dude walked over there and picked it up and walked and threw it in the garbage can, and then tried to walk away real fast. And I'm like going, what the hell? I had to go watch the whole video. I'm like going, dang, this man just sacrificed this man on camera, like on camera, chopped him up in front of his wife and son. Which I was surprised that he didn't attack them, because they standing there trying to stop him. He pushing them away. Nobody did run up or try to, like, grab him or anything like that. He just cut dude's head off and then just kicked it. And then kicked it by the car and then kicked it in the parking lot. It just rolled. I said, man, and then, like, this is the crazy thing, bro, is the fact that you're starting to see this online a lot. You're starting to see a lot of these things happening online, which it's the same thing. Sacrifice, bro. It's a sacrifice. It's the same. That's why they come out with these conspiracy theories about music. You feel me? The music industry, the movie industry, and all these things. Oh, they're sacrificing people, and it's like they really are, though. I hate to say it. They really are. This is what they're doing. This is the thing that they do. And then if you go and you look at history over time, the secret societies, they did some weird stuff. They, like, even the way that they conjugate. You feel me? I'll get into that another time, because I don't like talking about it because it seems crazy. It always seems like a conspiracy theory, but it's really not. It's really not when you start understanding the energies and the entities that exist within all of us and that play these different parts in life. That's going to always play these parts in life, no matter what we do about it or what we think about it, because we can go, hey, man, everybody needs to be like this and we need to stop. But these energies are going to still exist, and they're still going to do the things that they do. Remember, I had the experience a long time ago when Anubis showed me, like, every time something bad happens, we point at the bad person and we go, oh, that was bad. But there are certain things, certain energies that got stuff set in place that has to happen for the world to stay and be the way that it is. There's certain, like the energies that exist, they don't want to die themselves. They exist within us. We can't see them as entities. We just act out their emotions, certain aspects of their feelings. We'll act them out and different things, but we can't see that these entities hold a dwelling place within us. But if you notice, when you take your dive on psychedelics, you see a lot of the places where these entities reside. You'll see the places, and you going, golly, like, their kingdom is dope. And we go, and we always think that the places where they reside is outside of us. but it's not. They're existing within us. All these spirits, these angels, the demons, they all reside within us. They don't live outside of us. That's how we're able to go and be able to see these different things, because they are a part of us. Now, we use them when we get ready to, because if you angry, that's when you use that evil side. When you happy, that's when you use that good side. It's like we still control them. We control them to a certain extent. You feel me? But once you start to pay attention, you just start seeing that these entities, and that's how they even started getting on the outside. They started existing within other things, within other aspects of reality that we created, that we put on the outside, and we called it Target, we called it Jordan, we called it Safeway, we called it all these different things. But we called it Amazon. You feel me? We called it Christianity. We called it all these different things, boy. It's like weird, because the same entity it's almost like it's a one entity that's actually being all these different ones, that's creating everything, but it's giving everything the power to be itself, or to be what it desires to be, depending on what level it's existing on. So on a human level, we're being this right here, but the human level is generating the energy for these other ones that exist. For the that's why it's always almost like a worship thing when you think about worship. Like people worship, like we worship everything. We worship cars, we worship shoes, we worship jewelry, we worship clothes, we worship Starbucks. We worship Starbucks. And then somebody come out and say, well, Starbucks, it's the same picture of ISIS. Duh. If you look at any one of these big known companies, you're going to find something that has to do with an old goddess, a old godhead, or something like that. Because like I said, these energies or these entities don't die. All they do is transform. And that's one thing that you begin to... Human level is a conduit for the flow of the energy. Yeah, better said, UL. It's a flow for it. It's a flow, which is crazy, bro. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. You feel me? Once you start seeing it, because you can see it in it's weird, because if you pay attention right now, remember, the trick was played on, but the big companies, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and all the big companies used to play the same little trick on people before the people understood, and then we started playing the trick on ourselves as influencers. You feel me? You have all these influencers that come in and they make it seem like, they buying cars, or they living big and they living this luxury life. You feel me? That you can live too if you just do what they do. And then you begin to do everything that they do. You take on their understanding. You begin to try to do what they do, which I'm not saying that it can't be done, but everybody can't do it. We start to see everybody can't do it. But it's like, they started to play the game of the big industries, because it's kind of weird, because I guess our understanding is moving forward, but it's not stopping the game that the entities are playing, because the entities, if they exist in us, that means we are them too. They are us also. So once we learn it, we begin to play it. It's like, oh shit, this is how they getting people. Oh, this is how Dawn Dish Soap, you feel me, got all the people that they had buying Dawn Dish Soap. Oh, this is what they did. And then we start playing the same game on each other and start running that same shit, bro, which is like, it's trippy. What's up? When I'm done. When I'm finished. But we begin to play that same game, bro. Like I was watching a video the other day about this girl. She was like basically talking about how, the influencers influencers with the Christian background, and they say, "Oh, I love these." Like you see them walking around with a water bottle in their house, shaking water, going, "I rebuke you, Satan! I, in the name of Jesus Christ, I want you out of my house. I don't." And you see them. You see, it's this one guy that run around. He go to like restaurants and all different types of places, and he play Christian music and stand on tables and stuff, or he just have his camera and be like, Jesus is good. He want everybody to say amen, but ain't nobody saying it. It's almost like they branded religion. Religion is a brand now. It's not even a thing that that is there to help people better themselves or get better in life. It's a brand. What's up?
Oh, I was coming to emphasize on what you were saying.
No, you wasn't. But it's a brand now. Even spirituality, bro. If you look at it now, bro, oh my God, man. They going to the Chris Brown concert. They think they doing something. Is he really looking for people to say amen? Or is he looking for people to be exactly? And that's what it was. He's looking for the persecution. Because the persecution.
You want a shirt?
Oh yeah, that's dope.
You want me to tell you how much they charge for this?
What?
$6.
Oh.
$6.
Okay. All right.
$6.
Hey, but that's what he's saying, or is he looking to be persecuted because looking to be like a martyr or something like that. That's what a lot of them do. Like the one lady like that go around and be had a loud horn. She be screaming on planes and stuff. Jesus loves everybody. Everybody's gonna. You feel me? Like, look, I didn't even upload the video. I got a video of. I'm driving the bus, right? I stop at the bus stop. This one lady is about to get on the bus. She just went grocery shopping. It's the homeless lady that I loaded, that I put her video up a long time ago, that always sit at the bus stop, and I be talking to her, right? I be talking to her, saying certain stuff to her, and she's like hella cool, because like I said, bro, I don't care if they rich, poor. I don't care if they ain't got nothing, bro. I treat everybody I see the same. I don't treat them no different. But it was a lady that was there at that bus stop and was like gave her a water, gave her some food, some chips, and some other stuff, you feel me? And then when she got on the bus, she told the homeless lady, "I'm gonna pray for you." The homeless lady said, "Don't pray for me, I'm good." She said, "No, I'm gonna pray for you." She's like, "No, don't pray for me, I'm good." Like, I never could understand that either, right? When somebody is going through something, like, but I do understand at the same time. Like, we pray for that person that's going through that thing at that time when we walk by people on the street all the time that's going through the same thing 24/7. They ain't never got out of it. So it's like kind of weird, bro. But feeds on the persecution. Yeah, but yeah, back to that story. Yeah, that and that's what the person that made the video basically said, is that's what dude was really doing it for, because now when people start going, hey, you doing too much, and like that's what he was saying. Like, yes, he went back to the same place where he was standing on the table with his shoe. You're standing on these tables with your shoes playing Christian music. You feel me? In a restaurant. This is a restaurant. Business. People come and eat on these tables. You're standing on the table with your shoes playing the song. They tell you, "Hey, man, we like what you're doing, but can you go do it outside?" So he came back the next day, and he was playing it even louder, and he was playing it outside. They seen him. Look, they trying to go through. The people going through the drive-thru can't even order their food. So they came out again like, "Hey, man, look, what are you doing? Like, we can't hear them talking in the drive-thru." And that's the thing. He was looking for to be persecuted or whatever, somebody to say something negative, because now they can use the phrase that, okay, you feel me? When Jesus was preaching the word, this is what happened to him. You feel me? I think it was in one of the scriptures where it said that, like, if you're going to do this, well, people going to do this. And it's like, bro, it's a whole back and forth thing that I don't even, I'm telling you, bro, I'm so far even done with the whole spirituality thing. Because spirituality itself it's disguised. It's the same under the same disguise as any other religion. Because it does the same thing, bro. Like it's kind of weird. Cause the ones that jump into spirituality, they think they better than the Christians. They think they better than the Muslims. It's a whole nother spirituality is a whole nother religion itself that we don't see. And it's like, I don't even want to play the game no more, bro. I said, I don't even want to play it no more. For what? For what? I like to sit back and watch everybody else play it and act like, you feel me, they're so spiritual. You know, now they dressing spiritual. You feel me? They got dreads and they doing all the weird stuff, you know, wearing all the different. Man, I don't even want to play that game no more. I'm so done with it. You feel me? I'm so done. Helps them feel the role they have to make the sense, the scenario, because they aren't that role to be played. So they have to create the stage. Yeah, exactly. And that's what it seems like, bro. Like everybody is on that stage. Everybody is on that stage. I think that's why, like even here, like I be wanting it to be all about psychedelic experiences. I don't like, you know, the spirituality thing is kind of played out. It's played out because if everybody think spirituality is only linked to psychedelics, meditation, and this side of the plane, you're crazy, because this is the same thing that the Christians think. They think that they're spiritual. This is the same thing that any religious person think, that they're the spiritual ones and you're not. You're asleep. This is why you can't see what they believe. And it's like, bam, that's when you start to see, you know, it's all spiritual. It's never not been. Everything is spirit. It can't be nothing other than that. That's what it's all been. That's why it's so easy to make anything spiritual. It's easy to make anything a spiritual thing. Like that's the easiest thing it is to do. Like you know, I seen the dudes, the Hebrew Israelite dudes that be out there preaching. You feel me? I seen them the other day, and I was gonna say something to them, but I said, nah, I don't even want to play that game. I already see what they doing, because once you start talking to these people, yeah, they're gonna demonize you so fast. They're gonna and this is the cold thing about it, because anything outside of their belief is gonna be demonized. But we've been playing that same game for centuries, bro. We've been doing that forever. That's how come we always had certain religious wars and things like that, because we've been playing that same spiritual game for the longest. If you don't believe in my spirituality, something wrong with you. You're evil, and you know, and all these different things. I can't stand religious people. They are some of the worst people I ever met. Yeah, this is the thing, right? When you get into a talk with a religious person, look, this is what always throw me off. I ain't gonna say I hate them, but when you get into a talk with a religious person, once they say God told them, you can't even say nothing. You might as well shut up. Because if you say anything, it's going to be you. Hey, now you really got Satan in you. You really got the devil in you. If God told me and you telling me that God didn't tell me, like, bro, I hate going around in them circles with him. I said, yeah, it's driving me nuts right now with this Charlie thing. Oh, yeah, that back and forth thing right there. Because I guess the black people was basically saying, okay, what Charlie, yeah, just walk away. That's it. They're saying, okay, what Charlie was going around doing was talking about, you know, a lot of, you know, the black culture, about, you know, a lot of the killings going on with black people and all that, and the gangs and all that. I don't even know, because I never watched none of his talks. That's the cold thing about it. You know, I don't condone violence to nobody, and I think it's messed up what happened, but it's like kind of crazy, because, you know, you talking at a college, you would feel safe in Utah talking at a college. It's crazy, because you go to a college, you going to all these places where it ain't no gangs at, but you talking about these different things. This is what I'm hearing. I don't know though. I don't know for sure if this was the certain talks that he was giving. But at the same time, this is what some people were saying. But the parts I seen, I didn't see him talk about certain stuff like that. So I don't know. But for him to get killed and shot by a white dude, it's like, oh my God. It's like violence. Violence don't got no color in it. It don't got no color on it, bro. No color on it. That's the thing that I think we don't understand. We follow the narrative of the stories that they just throw at us, and we go, "Oh, because I seen a preacher dude saying that about, all black people are bad, and and I had this is one guy in my church. They said, is he bad? He's black. Is he bad? No, he's not bad because he's in my church." And it's like, we walk around with this narrative. It just shows you how racist us as people are, not knowing we're all human. That's it. We're all human. The only thing that we look different, we got different skin colors, but we're all human. But everybody walk around with that narrative and make it seem like, oh, those people over there are bad because they're this color, or those people over there. And it's like, it don't matter what race you are. Violence plays a part in every race. Like, those are white people going to war over there, Russia and what's the name? They ain't black. Them is white. That's a whole country going to war with another country in Ukraine. And they're killing each other. Like, I think that is worse than gang violence right there. When you can take, this is the cold thing about it. Remember I was talking like I was saying about the ants and the queen. That's the United States. It's like its own colony, its own entity. All these different things are their own entity with a follower that's up top that's running everything. But ain't that crazy that you can just take a whole country of people and just make them hate, and y'all just design yourselves to hate this other country to the point to where y'all will go to war, and then innocent people are dying behind your hate. It's like they all the way over there. They not even right here. So why, you feel me? I never could understand it myself. I think that's just a part. That's just what we do. It's in the Bible. They way in the Bible, and everybody run with the Bible. Like they asked Trump. They said, "Oh, is that your Bible?" Nah, it's just the Bible. It's one I picked up in the back so I could make it look good while I'm out here. No, he wasn't about racism. He was just super religious. Oh, was he? Man, I didn't. That's crazy. Let's see. He was a nice guy, but if you don't believe what he believes, they just make you feel like there's something wrong with you. And like that's what I heard a lot of people saying also though. Dead Fish. I heard a lot of people saying that he was saying some real stuff. And people just didn't want to listen. I'm gonna have to go dive deeper on that. Well, I don't even want to because it's like that's all everybody talking about right now. That's like the biggest thing out right now, which is crazy because there's so much going on. Like, we had so many people lose their life on a live video that you can't. It's every day. Every day somebody is losing their life on a live video on TV. On, like, you see it. Like the one, did you see the one, ICE went after the one Mexican guy, and then he tried to drive off on him, and they shot him and killed him. Like, how long is they going to be talking about that? It's probably not that long, but I'm just saying, it happens so often that right now, I guess when it happens to somebody big, it seems like it's something. Like, it seems like it's a big thing because who it was. When I thought everybody matters, but I guess only some of us do. You feel me? Because some people out there, they gonna die. Hey, we ain't even gonna know you was gone. We ain't even gonna hear about it. We ain't even gonna. It ain't gonna get no newscast. It ain't gonna be on the news. You feel me? Ain't nobody gonna be talking. Ain't nobody gonna share you on Facebook or none of the social media or none of that, bro. And that, I guess that's that. And which is crazy to me, but I'm like, okay, it's like whatever. But I might go and look at a couple of his talks to see what he was like deeply into and what he was talking about, because I can't understand why dude even did that. I'm like going, dude had to, and dude wasn't he like the one that shot him? Wasn't he a Trump supporter or something? I know he last it showed pictures of him dressing like Trump last Halloween. He had the little thing like he was on Trump's shoulders or something, and Trump was walking around with him. It seems like they want to overshadow the Epstein files. Oh yeah, you know they gonna do that, bro. Come on, J Dub. You know that's the one thing they don't want to talk about. Oh, what and you know what? This is crazy. This is the crazy thing about the shooting. Did you see? Wait, matter of fact, I'm about to show you. Let's see. Cause it happened on the 10th. The shooting happened on the 10th. What was the guy name again? So I can show y'all this right here. His name was I forgot his dang name, bro. Wait, let me go and try to find this real fast. Oh, okay. Kirk delivers. Let's see. Public remarks on Fada. His name was Charlie Kirk. Okay, the guy Charlie Kirk. Let's see. Charlie Kirk assassination. Let's see. Oh no, assassinate. It's a book. It's a book. Charlie Kirk assassination book. It came out on Amazon a day before a day before the shooting. Like no lie. Let's see. Was it? Let's see. Let's see. The shooting Charlie Kirk was September 9th. Public date is evidence that look. This is what tripped me out. When I seen this, I said, man, I knew. But when it happened on live TV, I said, nah, bro. It's something more. It's something more going on. It's a book on Amazon titled "The Shooting of Charlie Kirk" with a September 9th publication date. It is evidence that the event was staged. And I was seeing this right here. I was tripping out, bro. I was after the activist Charlie Kirk was shot and killed September 10th at Utah University. Internet users found a book on Amazon that detailed the assassination with a public date preceding the shooting. Can someone honestly explain to me how a book titled "The Shooting of Charlie Kirk" came out? How did it come out on the 9th? This is the crazy thing. I was tripping off this right here, and I was like telling my mom about it, like, you see this? I said, this would let you know that I don't know what they doing, but before things happen, it's almost like they got I don't know, they got AI told them it was going to happen before it happened, and then bam, they dropped the book a day before the shooting happened. A whole day before the shooting happened. Detailed about the shooting. And the same day that it happens, you're able to order it, which a lot of people they ordered it the same day, but it had the release date the day before. Which I hope that was a mistake. That's what I'm hoping. Let's see. No one's sure yet. Now they think he was roommates with the trans dude and what influenced him. Who knows? I know he's even the guy who said it's okay for certain people to die of gun violence so that he to a common can keep their group beliefs. Yeah, it was trippy because soon as he said something about guns, it's like that was the cue. It was like that was the cue. I'm telling you, bro. It take me back to the when I had that King Von experience, and like when I like in the like me seeing what happened in my trip with him, it was like it was staged. For what reason, I forgot, because, I forgot I forgot a lot about the experience, but it seemed like it was staged, almost like this, because this was on the stage for everybody to see. It was live on TV. It was staged like everything else, especially these big things, bro. They're staged, and it's like, how do you wonder how the future is known, but a lot of us didn't have experiences where we seen the future and we didn't understand it until we got to that present moment and said, oh, this is what I was seeing on my experience. This is exactly it right here. It's like everything already played out. But it's like, what if it's a couple of them here that already got it and know it? So they already know what's going to happen. And what if they're trying to change it? Like, I don't know. That shit is trippy as hell, bro. Because I'm like that book came out a day before the shooting happened. You telling me the book came a day before the shooting happened, and then it come out, and then South Park, American Dad, all these different TV shows, these cartoons that be dropping a lot of stuff, The Simpsons, and then it come true. You feel me? It come true later on, like it's like I don't know. I don't know if it's the reality itself that's doing that, or if it's something else, if it's something bigger. It could be something bigger, which it probably is, but whatever it is, we all a part of it, and we watching it happen in real time, and then when it happened, we want to go, nah, that was just somebody put him up to that. Somebody, I feel like, that's what I feel like, and the cold thing about it is, it's like, bro, your family gonna be taken care of, everything, don't even worry about it, you feel me? Don't even worry about it, we gonna take care of you. You feel me? Or what if they do got something like a real mind control device out there that can have people just do shit? You feel me? Like, I don't know. That shit is just trippy. It don't make sense. But it make a lot of sense. The script has been written. People just keep trying to play the script out instead of making another one. Yeah, that's what I feel like too. But you know what's weird though, UL? Because you ain't never did that, like had an experience and you seen something and you tried to change it. I did that, bro. When I went to work, when I was working at the flower shop, bro, it was happening. I'm watching it in real time, and she's asking me to do something. And in the trip, I did it the way that she wanted me to. And you know, she kind of flipped out because like, no, that ain't the way. So I tried to do it in the way that I seen in the trip. And she still flipped out. So it was like, you can't change it. You can't change it. This is the thing that I always get Christians with, is when they tell me the world is bad right now. You know, people need to believe in Christ and they need to change. I said, wait, hold on. Isn't it written in the Bible that it was going to be like this? If it already said that it was going to be like this, and this, if you change it, ain't you going against what God said? Like, cause it's like almost contradictive, because it's like, how you gonna change something that was always already said and written that it would occur, and then now you say it's happening, and you're saying we need to stop it. How we gonna stop something that you said God said was gonna happen? There's no way for us to stop it. It can't be stopped. If it was already written, it's just time for it just to play out, cause it already done played out. We just on the back burner, just, you know, kind of, we behind. I think we behind. I made a documentary about my site. It's on YouTube called The Orange Orbs 2023 UFO Shutdown. Oh, I seen that, bro. I didn't watch your video. You gotta share it to me on you gotta share it to me on Discord. But I just was seeing the UFO thing that they said. Did you see they shot the missile at the UFO? And it just banked off. Like the UFO was moving, the light orb was just moving, and they shot a missile at it, and the missile just hit it and bounced off of it, bro, and blew up. I was like, oh shit, and that shit just kept going. It just kept going. But hold on. See, this is the crazy thing, right? Because it's a lot of deep fakes going on. Because remember when they did the video? Remember when Trump said that they blew up that one ship? That one drug smuggling ship, and they had it. He put it on his Twitter or something, and they showed the thing hit it and blow it up, and then come to find out that it was a AI generated video. It was AI. The people from that country was mad. Like, hey man, how you gonna drop an AI video or some shit and then try to blame it on us? Did you see that? That one really threw me off. I said, you can't believe shit nowadays. This went 100 feet over my house. I saw it so good. Hey, post it in the general real fast so I can play it. Post it in the general on Discord, or share it in here. Share the link. Share the link real fast so I can play it real fast. Just share the link in here, and then I'll play it real fast so we can say it. See, I think Moses was doing psychedelics when he was talking to the burning bush. Hey, J-Dub, that's what we all be saying, huh? Like, I think he had to, because, you know, the trees, the trees don't look the same no more, bro. The trees is still astonishing to me now when I'm not even on psychedelics. So like that's the crazy part is the trees have not changed. It's an hour and 40. Oh dang! It's man, you're gonna have to play it so I can at least do a reaction to it. Then you're gonna have to send me the link so I can at least do a reaction to it. Always been generated. Just depends on which layer you're perceiving it on. That's the cold thing, UL. That's the part when I talk about that place that I want to say corn on the cob, but it's closer to like if you look at the ancient, I think it was the ancient Hindus or the ancient Japanese or something, how they have on the hats and it got the little knobs all around it. It almost looked like a rattlesnake tail. It was like that, bro. Like that, UL, but it was like each one of those little knob things was like a different reality, and it was like millions of them, all of them playing out at one time, and like you looking at them, at each one individually playing out a different reality. Each one, like, which is weird because you start to see that even the you that is this right here is also playing out different realities. Like we're seeing ourselves on this one, right? But there's another aspect of us that is existing too. Like say how we even have the right and the left brain. Like the right brain is one reality, the left brain is another reality. Bring them together, it makes reality. But when you look at them individually, they're each playing out a different reality. That's that reality that they actually are. That like they see it like that as that single reality. Like we won't see it. Oh dang. Oh okay, yeah. No, that was what's in that. That like we won't see it ourselves. No, I don't see it. I don't see it in Discord. Like we won't see it ourselves, bro. Like that's the crazy part. Like we won't see it ourselves because we're making this one. But it'll and you have multiple of them, not just within you, but everywhere playing out at the same time, bro. Like it's like the weirdest thing because like even after diving in so much, like me and Ozo was talking about this the other day. When you go to sleep, that's when your mind opens back up. And then like say I could be in the room like, just laying down and then all of a sudden I'll be riding a bike somewhere. And somewhere that don't even look like this, but it's not this. I'll be riding a bike somewhere, right? And I'm not even consciously aware that I'm laying in my room. I'm just constantly aware that I'm riding a bike in this certain city. And then I'll be riding that bike and then when I snap out of it, I'll be back here and I'll just be looking like, okay, what the fuck was that? Like, what was that right there? But like, I find myself doing this. Sometimes they call it daydreaming, which I think is beyond that. I think it's beyond that because I think you got multiple lives or realities or things playing out within yourself because each moment creates a lifetime. Like it's kind of weird, right? Because like even with dreams, like I said, dang, if you've been dreaming since forever, right? You've been dreaming forever. What if you were actually able to see these different dreams in real time at one point in your life? Like as you go further, you dive in on psychedelics, bam, you'll jump into one dream that you might have had like years ago that you didn't remember that you had, and it'll seem like another life because like in my dreams, like I still dream like every time I sleep. It doesn't seem like it's fake. It seems real. I don't have I just be in the dream. I be in the moment of that dream. So like say this moment right here, that last moment I just experienced and I said something about. I had three different things that I was going to say. Each one played out over time, right? But I chose this one. Even though I chose this moment, those other moments played out also, but they went their own way and they existed in their own form somewhere else within me. And it's like we do this like constantly every day to where we create these moments, but in these moments we create an unlimited amount of moments that go off on their own and they exist. And it's like boom, constantly all the time, bro. It's like to me it's the most beautifulest thing because then you start to share, you start to experience those moments, because you once you take this moment bring you back to the other moment that's still existing and going over here, and you going, dang man, so I wasn't even thinking about doing it that way, but then you'll take it that way and finish it out. Like it's like you're jumping in between these different moments that are continuously existing and going on in their own way, which is like trippy. Oh, okay, here we go. Orange or let's see your full sightings. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I got it. I'm gonna have to.
I see.
Interesting fact.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to check this one out. Y'all need. Let me show it to y'all real fast. This video right here, the orange orbs of 2023. Do it have a timeline to where it like actually show them? Y'all look like y'all had a dope long talk about this too, and was this was this. I'm gonna have to check this out. Full site November 2nd, 1967. Why did I skip that other one? Yeah, okay. Thanks. Good looking out. Good looking out, Dead Fish. I'm gonna have to do one on that. I posted the link. I got it. I got it. Oh, you can see it right here. For anybody else that want to watch it, it's right here. Let's see. I do believe everybody has a conduit connection to the library where what people thought and Tahuti exists, but having connection doesn't mean you allow yourself to have access. But I think you don't really I think we don't need we don't really need access, because I think in certain aspects of reality, those things are playing out regardless of what we want or what we don't want. They are. We just don't see it. So it's like almost like the psychedelic experience. You don't know all these things are happening until you have the experience and you see it all and you going, what the hell? It looked like something new, but it's not. It's been going on forever and ever and ever. It's been going on. And it's like weird because, you'll think it's just this right here. And it's like, no, it's everything at once happening at one time. At one time. And we get so glued into this. Man, I went back and I was watching that one movie, was with Mark Wahlberg. I forgot what it's called. And the other dude that they keep, every time they come back into the body, it take them a minute for them to recognize. I talked about this a long time ago before that movie even came out, bro. That's the crazy thing, because like even my son is 12 years old, and we was talking the other day and I was telling him about something. He said, Dad, he said, I didn't come into consciousness until I was like 10 years old. And I'm like going, dang, how do you even know that? Because I was talking about this a long time ago. I said, some people don't even become conscious until, like in their later years. A lot of times you won't become conscious until you in your 30s or 40s or 50s. Some do it at a young age, some do it at an old age. But you don't even be consciously aware of yourself or of things, really. It's like your body is just going on. It's just on autopilot. It's automatically doing everything that it's doing. And you don't even know until, bam, that time it pops in. And like, dude in that movie, I forgot what that movie was called. He was actually, what he did was, the one black dude, remember he was like, I forgot what the movie is called, bro. But Mark Wahlberg was making them swords, and he didn't understand, how he could why he was able to make those swords. If you notice, he was in his 40s. He was in his 40s because remember he tried to suppress everything by taking the drug, taking the pills and stuff like that. He kept it suppressed. And like when he was in his 40s, and then he had the accident or something to where they had to put the metal plate in his head, and they had to basically awake him, and it took hella long for them to wake him. Like, you feel me? Because the metal plate. But then it's crazy because like in his next life, yeah, infinite, yeah, that's what it was, infinite. And remember, in his next life, he was like the Asian dude, but he remembered as a teenager. As a teenager is growing up. But remember, the black dude was saying, he was like, man, he said, I always remember. He said, even in the womb, he said, I got to sit there for all those months waiting to be born and grow up. And I, with my memory from each other life that I had. And it's like crazy because I wish we could find somebody that actually does that, because I know it's somebody out there that actually remembers, that grabbed it from an early age, and it didn't take them that long to understand, or for their consciousness to kick in, and for them to see these past lives and the different lives that they lived over time. It's like weird because in that movie they did stuff like like they do with the Buddhist dude. They put the stuff in front of him. Remember, they put the shit in front of him, and he was like, man, now which one of these is yours? You feel me? They do it with the little baby and put the baby there, and whichever one the baby will let you know. And it's like crazy, bro. It's like we know these things, but we continue to play like we don't know because we like this other stuff. I think we like the other stuff. We love it like this. Most people will usually recall what they call reincarnation memory in the time of stress, or at a young age. Yeah, exactly. That, yeah, and yeah, damn. I think that's how mine activated, because it was a lot of death in the family, and then just being stressed out at the time it was happening, and then that's when it kicked in, and it sent me on this journey right here. Which I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I try to turn away from, but you can't turn. It's like once you open the box, you can't put the lid back on. It's impossible to do. You cannot go once we can call it waking up, but once you do it, it's over. It's over. You're constantly awake. But I gotta go, y'all. I gotta get out of here. Everything's running smooth. So yeah, I am gonna come back later because I'm gonna be up, and I got stuff to do, but gotta go on a date, state night tonight. Let's see, 7 hours it floated over my house. I grounded all flights in the U.S. for only the second time in history. The other time, dang, that's crazy. I'm gonna go watch it, Dead Fish. I'm gonna check it out. Maybe we'll do it tonight when I come back tonight. You feel me? We'll open it up and watch it. You feel me? I think that'll be dope. Tonight. So yeah, we'll dive into that thing, and then the other one that I can show you the other one that I seen too, that I was watching the other day, about the UFOs and shit. They've been having big meetings on that shit like constantly right now. And dude basically was saying is like he didn't really want to say anything because he didn't want to get in trouble. But then he said, I don't want to wait till I'm 60 and then try to come out with the information. He was like, so that's why he did it now. But yeah, we'll do that later. But I gotta head out. It's hot in here. I'm about to start sweating, and I don't want to sweat. I hope y'all have a good one. Thanks for joining. And yeah, man, we gonna keep it back going, because like I said, I did it to where now we gonna be streaming to all the platforms and